Welcome into the Film Guy Network. It's football season, which means I've got a film study for you. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome in to the Film Guy Network on a fabulous Sunday evening here inside the studio. Don't know when this one found you. Don't know how this one found you. Hope over the next, 30, 45 minutes, we hope to put a smile on your face, especially you Texas Longhorn fans. Now, look, I was one of these people that was super bullish on this stock early in the year. And I might have, wavered just a tad bit because it looked a little yippy. It looked like there were some pressurized mechanics. The ball was spraying all over the place with Arch. I don't know when it was. I would say it was about second half of Mississippi State. Things started to settle. Really started to settle in. And over the last month and a half of football, this kid's played electric football, especially from within the pocket. And it ain't always been all that clean out there at Texas, particularly against Georgia last week or 2 weeks ago down here in Athens. But this one out there in Austin against Arkansas, a tremendous performance from 16. Super excited to bring this one to you guys today. Hey, got a couple of rules around here. If you learn anything about the game of football today, you must subscribe. If you learn anything about your favorite football team today, you must subscribe. If you have any fun at all today, you must subscribe. Let's shut up and let's grind the tape. Like I said, I was one of those people preseason that was super bullish on this football player. And a lot of people were like, oh, Brooks, it's a whole lot of nobodies that they're playing against last year in those two games. It was, but I was more bullish on just the physical traits that he presents. 6'3", 225 pounds, a big physical, athletic football player. All right, that's really hard to bring down. And on top of that, I knew eventually he was going to be able to talk ball at an extremely high level because his last name's Manning, right? You just assume he's been around really high levels of football conversation from birth, essentially. And on top of that, we go play for Milwee. We go play for Steve Sarkisian. We've had a lot of good football brains around us. Eventually, we were going to absorb some of that information. What I also like about what Texas has done over the last several weeks, they're getting the ball out of his hand, trying to get the ball out into the flats really quickly. This is the first play of the football game, and I'm going to tell you right now, you A&M fans that are watching this, all right, if you're doing some pre-scouting on your opponent coming up this week, you better get ready to tackle the ball in the flats early and often against this football team. They started first play of the game against Mississippi State with a 60-yard explosive. They started the first play of the game against Vandy with an 85-yard explosive. They've started the game against Georgia with the same type of play. They started this one with the same type of play. They're going to get the ball to Ryan Wingo behind the line of scrimmage, attempt to block your smaller DBs, and good luck tackling one. Bring your hat. Be ready to tackle these guys early and often because, number one, it's hard to bring down. Okay? They're doing it a little bit differently to start football games, too. This week, a tunnel screen. Last week, a swing screen. Week before that, a swing screen as well. Okay? Get ready to tackle, number one, out in the flats. This is a 9-yard chunk to start the football game. They get the ball out of the Q's hand really quickly. Okay? All right, the very next play. I love this about Texas's offense, realizing finally what we got problems with. We got problems protecting, right? We better get the ball out of this guy's hands really quickly. They're going to get an RPO right here and get Ethan Mosley a reception early on. We're going to pretend to throw the swing out here. We also have the run action down here. We're going to get Ethan to settle down, or Emmett. Is it Emmett or Ethan? Check the roster for me. We're going to get Mosley right here to settle down in this void, in between this hook defender, the flat defender, and the deep third defender right here against cover 3. Great rep right there. We don't want to throw that ball too far inside. We'll put it on the face of the hook defender. We kind of want to stop Mosley right there in that. Emmett Mosley. Big-time transfer for them, or a big-time recruit for them, one or the other. He is their primary weapon, especially as the season has progressed and as he has become healthier and healthier for this football team. Okay? Great rip right there. But this is what I love, right? Early on in the football game, we want to get our quarterback free access throws. We want to get him chunk plays early on, get him nice and comfortable, and off to a hot start. Those are 25 yards of chunks right there to start the game, and he threw nothing more than maybe 6 air yards beyond the line of scrimmage right there to start the ball game, okay? And as we get that defense to starting to lighten up and come down closer to the box, we'll ultimately be able to get some of those chunk plays and explosives down the field that this Texas offense has been so predicated on over these last several years. Like this right here. This is big league. Okay, this is big league. They're trying to get the fake tight end slip, okay? We're showing the yards after catch screen right here with Ryan Wingo again. This is why we showed this play to start the football game. We knew by the 5th snap we're going to try to get this fox is what we call this around on the network, right? Where we pretend to throw the screen and then we're running a vertical down the sideline. It gets covered really, really well by Arkansas. 23 does a great job of collision in the tight end. Now the tight end's falling down. Now as a quarterback, what do we have to do? We got to buy time and get our eyes off the primary progression. That was the primary progression. Pocket's already dirty. Let's buy time and get our eyes downfield for DeAndre Moore. It's a great rep right here by 16. Not only are we keeping our eyes downfield, we throw a nice catchable deep ball right here with plenty of air on it. This is what I'm talking about with regards to the physical stature of this athlete. First thing a Georgia source said to me when they saw him for the first time is, my God, he's a lot bigger than I thought. He's a big dude, all right? He's a big dude. He's hard to bring down. Take a look at it right here. He's going to shuck off a defender right here, arm on him, okay, boom, and just step right up into the pocket and let this ball eat. It's a great job right there by 16. Again, that's big league stuff right there. We've got to be able to play from dirty pockets. We've got to be able to play with big-time humans lingering and hanging all over our body. But this right here, I thought they did such a great job of giving him what I would call sustainable work. Right? These throws into the flat, these little hookups against zone coverage, these little RPO hitches, right? These are really, really sustainable, workable options for him that don't require him to get into big-time 9 or 7-step drops and big-time 4-5-second protection plans with 6-7 guys in protection with 3 routes that are 19, 20 yards downfield. That's the basis of the offense, but we got to have some meat and potatoes or some sides and some dishes right here that make it easy on the Q. I mean, hell, we got 40 yards right now of passing yards that we're throwing at, near, or behind the line of scrimmage. That's winning stuff. That's easy college football. All right, now, 3 questions. If we go to pass the football, I got to have 3 questions ready to answer. Okay, what is my progression? In other words, what are my options? Okay, where are they running? What part of the field are they running to? That's number 1, right? Obviously, we're throwing the football. We better know where our guys are going. We also need to know where our hots are. Okay, so our protection plan, what player defensively are we hot off of, meaning who is the offensive line in the protection plan not accounting for? I better be aware of him, but I also, if he comes, better know where my answers are with regards to hots. So again, progression, I better know where my hots are, and the last thing I better know is my exit strategy. All right, on every given play, I better have an exit strategy as a quarterback because this right here is going to happen. All right, we have a clear out post route from Ryan Wingo, wherever he's at. Boom, this guy's going right past the middle of the field. We got this deep over working, and then the tight end is going to work out here. I believe the back's going to flare as well over here. All right, 3 out of the 4 of our concepts, apart from this clear out route, which we'll rarely ever throw. Where are they working? They're working from right to left, correct? So if we exit this pocket, if we go to scramble, and we have any hope of an option getting to us, we better work left. Do we all see what I'm talking about right here? Because when we work right here as a quarterback, we run to what we would call dead grass. All right, we have no options over here because we have decided to exit this pocket to our right. All right, when we probably should have exited this pocket to our left, and now we have a tight end working, we have the deep over working to us, we have the back in the flat, we have all of our options working left. Instead, we scramble right and we're forced to run out of bounds because, again, there's nobody over here. Do we all understand that? Again, those are the things we got to have in our mind. What is our read? What is our progression? Where's our hot? What's our exit strategy? All right, you can really see it from the tight right here. We probably should have been working and fighting and holding in this pocket until we can work left. All right, we're working post the deep over anyways. We're working or waiting for Livingston to work his butt back over here on this deep over. All right, if we feel any pressure, bub, we got to work this way. Find a way to work this way. But I'm okay with a 2-yard gain as opposed to a sack. All right, now that's the other misleading thing about this guy. They might be 96th in sacks allowed this year. If he wasn't playing quarterback, they might be 136th. All right, because he has eliminated a ton of sacks, running out of dirty pockets, you being a big athlete and eliminating them, okay? Great job right here by the coach, man. Tremendous job right here by the coach. How do you beat quarters? How do you beat quarters, Austin? You know how to beat quarters? You beat quarters over the top. You beat two. This is a very, very viral thing recently in the internet space, okay? They're not playing quarters. They're playing too deep. I'm just being a jackass. But Texas is going to do a really good job right here of running two threats into this two high coverage unit. Okay, we're going to take this guy away. We got three over here, right? We got a hook curl defender. We got a flat defender. We got a deep third player. If we hook up right here, we're going to have an answer. But what I also like about this is we put a snag right in front of the hook curl defender, right? This is the defender that could make this this bang eight or this slant square, whatever you want to call it. This is the defender that could make this throw really, really hairy. If we take a tight end and run a snag right in front of him, we're ultimately going to take the eyes and the feet of that defender, and now we're going to make that window really, really clear for our quarterback. Do we all see that? Thought it was really well designed right there. I think that's a 3rd and 5. It's critical down. Do you think the pocket's clean, Austin? I got 100. It says it's not. I mean, huh? What do you mean, huh? It's like this all day, every day for this guy. And look, I know people are going to get put into our lap occasionally in college, but they shouldn't get put into our lap within 3 seconds, all right, all the time, every time. We shouldn't have to be constantly leaning around bodies to constantly get the ball out, all right? Have an anchor right there, 54. Decent job passing the stunt off, though. Not going to lie. That's something y'all struggled with. Good job at least getting that done. Now, some of this today, I'm not even going to lie to you, it is bad defense by Arkansas. They take two guys and cover one right here in a zone. It's bad news. All right, but a lot of that is what Texas is doing to you. I think Texas does a good job of stacking releases. All right, Ohio State does a really, really good job. Put us back in 2. What you'll notice is as these zone defenders are having to pass these football players off, if you look at it from their angle, they're exactly aligned behind one another. All right, so that's why we have this constant miscommunication of who's inside, who's outside. Do you see what I'm saying? We don't know. You can come back over here. We don't know, are you inside? Are you outside? Meaning, is my guy, the point man, is he going to work inside? Or is he going to work inside? Or is he going to work out? Or is he they're stacked. There's no way to decipher it. All right, so we end up taking 2 and covering 1 right here at Arkansas. You see that? And great job, again, by the quarterback of taking advantage of bad defense. It opens up really, really clearly for him. From the back cut, you can see this. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. Great job putting it on his face right there, Q. Hey, I mean, this was impressive. This was really impressive. This is the old Philly special, all right? I thought this was a tremendous, not only high point, okay? Great high point right there, but how about the body control to come back down and get our feet back down on the ground right here? Watch this from the tight. This ain't all that bad. Especially when you remember, again, 6'3", 6'3 and a half, 225, 230 pounds. It's a big football player. Not bad. We got to kill all bad defense. We got to kill it. All bad defense we have to kill, okay? This safety is playing way too low. He's got 3-by-1. He did this all night against 3-by-1 coverage. He has the deep half. All right, he thinks he's fast enough. He's going to turn and run. The only problem is this backside safety who's got responsible for that half, you can see him on his hash right here, he feels as if he is compromised because the number 3 wide receiver who's got a tremendous amount of speed is about to run through the middle of the field. So the safety is going to turn and run with him. But now here's a problem. We got Parker Livingston running into his void as well, okay? We got to capitalize on all bad defense. And we don't just need to capitalize, we need to kill. We need to kill all bad defense. It's a great job right there by Arch. One thing I will say about this guy, very few times have I watched Arch Manning tape since, he's probably got, 11 starts now in his career, maybe 13 starts now in his career, how many is? Very rarely have I ever seen him miss a naked one. If somebody is busting a coverage, they're getting beat for a touchdown. This kid will find it, all right? And that is a skill set, by the way. Look, them eyes get there late, and he's ready to pull the trigger. Great job right there by the Q. Bad defense, but we got to crush it every single time. Every single time we get bad defense, we better crush. He's still got the occasional miss, though. I think this is one, rolling right. We got a winner. Throw him back down the stem. We cannot miss this high and up inside, which is exactly where we miss it. I think we actually miss it high and away. We miss it by about 3 yards over his head. The occasional spray. We start cleaning this up, I'm going to buy all the stock. Right now, I got about 98% of it, all right? But you stop spraying those pretty bad. I mean, it's a bad miss. All right, we can't have too many bad misses like that on free access throws from the coordinator. I do think he needs some more help though. They got a good little core here. All right, I think they got 4 winnable wide receivers. I don't think they're playing up to their pay grade though, apart from maybe Parker Livingston. Texas fans, correct me if I'm wrong. Do you think Ryan Wingo is playing like what should be a first-round caliber prospect? Because that's what he was listed as. That's what you pay him for. That's what you recruited him to be. I don't know if he is. Is DeAndre Moore playing like that right now? Is he playing like a super freak? I don't know if he is, right? Is the Mosley kid getting back into it? Because I saw some drops. I'm about to show you one today. I think they've got great football players. I think they need to play up to their pay grade, period. Drops are unacceptable. We talked about this on this network for 18 months last year. It felt like drops are not acceptable. We cannot have that. It's in your name. Wide receiver. Receive the ball. We got to be able to catch it, okay? Especially on this. This is lazy, in my opinion. Now, lazy sounds bad. Anytime you call someone lazy, you're like, dang, you're really attacking their character. No, I'm not. It's lazy mechanics. We're getting lazy right here, expecting this ball to just arrive to us, and as if nobody else on the field is playing football. We got to attack the ball. We're well beyond the sticks because of so. Why would coach design and call a route to be ran 8 back down to 6 on 3rd and 5? Because the back down to 6 is really, really important. Do we all understand that? We have to come back down the stem or else this ball is going to get knocked out. Watch Mosley from the tight right here. Watch Mosley, okay? We got to work back down the stem right here and fight through the contact point for the catch, okay? Right here. We can't just go up. We got to go back through the football. Or just catch it. Have tough hands. Physical. This is a great two-high beater. It's a great football as well. Okay, they actually are playing quarters right here. Do we see that? That is what we call a quarter shell. All right. Now, this is, like I said, this has been going viral lately. How do you beat quarters? Well, you step on one of the safety's toes, take him out of the equation, and then go to work on the other safety. That's what you do. Actually, they did it on the inverse. They stepped on his toes and then went to work on the deep quarter corner. There is no questioning of the arm strength in this football player. I do have some questions about general arm talent. Can we move the slot around? Can we throw with a lot of good touch and pace and throw with anticipation? But in terms of arm strength, this dude's got a chooch. Now, catch the ball. This is a drop. Catch the ball. Hey, I want to take a quick minute to give a shout out to our friends over at Sleeper. What a great time to be here on this network this year, but also a great time to be with our friends over at Sleeper. Go over to Sleeper today, the #1 place for daily fantasy and prop plays. Sleeper Picks is a real money product that connects friends over picks. Choose 2 to 8 of your favorite players from pregame, live, or even across different sports. Pick more than or less than the predicted stats. It's that simple. On Sleeper, you can get up to 100x payouts, share with your friends, and get rewarded today. Use promo code Brooks, as you see on the screen, on Sleeper and get 100% deposit match up to $100. Again, that's sleeper.com/promo/Brooks. Terms and conditions apply. Boys, as you know, we're about 28 minutes at the time of this ad read from the kickoff of NFL Sunday. So go ahead, run over to Sleeper right now. I'll give you permission to leave the stream actively. Go over to Sleeper, get a play in right quick, and get paid. We appreciate those folks over there at Sleeper. Again, that's promo code Brooks over there on Sleeper. A huge athletic human, all right? I think this is number 0. Will you roster check me on number 0 from Arkansas, Austin? I would venture to say number 0 from Arkansas is 6'3", 275 pounds, bare minimum, okay? And I only tell you that to tell you that he's about to beat the right tackle with a wicked speed rush, all right? Then he's going to get home on the quarterback, and we're just going to shuck him off as if he's like a breeze in the wind. What do you got?
6'4", 278.
That's pretty good. I said 6'3", 275. All right, big kid. That's all I'm trying to show you. Big kid about to beat Brandon Baker with speed rush, Blake Baker, whatever Baker's name is. Beat him with speed rush at 278 pounds. Repeat that for the folks at home. Beat him with speed rush at 278 pounds. Okay, beat him with speed rush and then get home, put a hand on the quarterback. Great job ripping up with 2 right there and then getting flat, shucking off the defender, finding Ryan Wingo downfield. Again, you're going to look at the box score. You're going to see 0 sacks allowed versus Arkansas. You're going to be like, dang, Texas's offensive line done figured something out. Nope, quarterback's playing elite football. Elite football right about now. Oh, I'll show you another one. Sack avoidance at an absolute 99 at this point in his career. Absolute 99. The amount of free runners or guys that are getting home late, like number 10 right here, he's going to beat that guard's butt on power pass. He's going to get home shucked at the absolute top of the shoulder. Got him clipped, absolutely held. Get off. I'm huge. I'm a large man. Okay? Now, goes into the stat book as a plus 1 yard rush. Should have been a minus 9 yard sack. Watch it again from the tight. The kid is a freak. Physically, at this point. Physically, really, really, really impressive. Okay, that's a 5th-year football player. All right, I think that's Xavier Sori, right there, number 10. It's Xavier Sori, a 5th-year football player, former 5-star in his own right, and just absolutely shucked off. Get out of here. Whew. It's an elite football right here. This ball's got to get caught, man. They're playing a deep, deep cover 3 right here. It's first in a zip code after a penalty right here, I think. Or after, yeah, they got called for a hold on that scramble. Okay, it's first in a zip code right here. We're trying to get Mosley running into this grassy area right here on this deep over against cover 3. We see that deep third corner, middle of the field safety. All these hook curl defenders are doing a really, really good job of doing what? Gaining depth. They're doing a great job of getting off the line of scrimmage and making all of these throws down here into this area really, really difficult. This is a Pro Bowl ball. This is an absolute elite throw that's got to get caught. Absolutely got to get caught. I saw the eyes. Those are the eyes I was making when I was watching the film. It's a damn ball right here, son. It's got to get caught. Come on. Finish. Now, I think we pulled the string on it a little bit. I think the nose got a little bit aggressive on us. I think we're losing it this way because we got on the side of it just a little bit too hard. When I say pull the string, that's what I mean. Throwing the football accurately is all about nose control. Front point nose. Wherever that front point nose goes, that's where it's going to go. If we pull it too hard, we're going to miss it left. If we lose the nose of the football and we start losing it, we're going to spray it right. All right? That's all about nose control. Catch the ball. Now, all right, 3. I told you to catch the damn ball. I done got on you twice. This is an elite route. All right? He's running a hitch right here, or a comeback, whatever you want to call it. They probably got some funky route that they call it. I call this a 18 back to 12. This is comeback. He's going to stop in the middle of this zone and work back. Now, what's really, really impressive about this route is he gets into drive phase twice. All right, and why is that important? Well, it's going to open the hips of this safety, especially on that second drive. There's first drive phase. Now, we're going to give high shoulders. Did you see us raise our pad level? We're going to raise our pad level, all right? And then we're going to sink it back down again and get into a second drive right there. Boom, did you see that? Now, guess what this guy's going to do? He is ultimately compromised. He's going to have to open his hips. And now, guess what? I've already stopped my weight. Now, I'm slowing down. I'm gearing down. I'm turning around looking for the football. That's about as good as it gets right there from Emmett Mosley. Again, from the top. Watch how he gets into 2 separate drive phases to really open up the hips of this safety. Great route right there by Emmett. Great job after the catch as well. That 12 yards after the catch is big time. That's how we get paid on Sundays. Okay? The coordinator's job is to get you open. It's your job to do some shit after the catch. Okay? Plenty of arm strength, right? I mean, it makes it look like a pitch and catch. This is a 25-yard throw. Now, hey, we're cooking right now, baby. We're cooking, all right? We ain't had a bad miss in a quarter, all right? You're not seeing every play. You're seeing every throw, basically, right about now. We're cooking as a quarterback. Now, 16, once we start cooking, stop doubting yourself. Don't ever do it. Once we start getting in that aura arch mode, let's stay in that mode. Let's stay confident. Okay, right here, I think he knows he's got his tight end open. All right, we got pressure coming in from the outside of the box. All right, we're adding in. Now, we only have 2 over here for 3 options. Do we all see that as a class, okay? Now, this tight end, he's going to be running a deep out right here, okay? A sail, as we call it on this network. We got a post clearing, we got a post clearing, we got that sail running, we got the back and the flat. Now, the moment we see this football player, this hook curl defender, the moment we see him start to drive down into the flat, we know we got the tight end open. Boom, there's the drive. We know we got the tight end open. He's going to come wide ass, all right? Let's trust it. Let's not double clutch it. You'll see this from the tight. It's a great reception. It's a big-time explosive play for this offense. I'm just talking about refinement at the quarterback position, 16. Put us back in 2. Trust yourself, okay? I don't want to see this double clutch the next time I watch you because, buddy, we're cooking. Don't double clutch it. Trust it. Let it rip. He's going to turn around. You see how as if that ball feels almost as if it's late? We're turning the tight end around instead of running him into grass. That's because we're double clutching. Let's trust ourselves, okay? We're cooking. What's COD stand for, Austin? And no, we're not talking Call of Duty. We're big Battlefield guys around here. What's COD stand for? Shout out Matt Glasson. I know you're watching right about now. What's COD stand for? Be a scout. Change of direction. Tremendous change of direction right here from the big athlete. All right, he's a big boy. We've been talking about it all day. Look at this change of direction here on the goal line. All right, boom, boom. 2 jump cuts. We love it. 2 jump cuts that deliver key blocks right here. We got to let DJ Campbell get his big butt over there for a crashing edge defender. Boom, deliver that block. Oh, we got a good inside leverage butt to the hole over here from Blake Baker. We got a jump cut one more time. Boom, great job. Now, let's get physical, run through a face mask for a touchdown. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You wouldn't know that I've worked like a 36-hour shift, it feels like. It's just good ball, man. It's just good ball. Great catch right here by Wingo. Great catch right here by Wingo. I know this play takes a little bit longer. It's another Fox look. We got Niblet out here. Niblet's a big, scary ball carrier, ain't he? He's going to take a lot of eyes down there, as is Quintavion, or my man Wisner right here. He's going to take a lot of eyes down there. We're going to get him baited right here on Fox. Great job right there by Wingo. Tremendous job right here of being physical after the catch, taking that body blow. These are the types of plays where I would show Ryan the next time he has a drop. Wouldn't even show him the drop. I'd show him this one. I say, hey, look, this is what you can do, right? We ain't got to worry about this contact. We got this, Petey. We got this in our B-roll. We're a big-time football player. We got this. All right, now, I do think this ball fluttered on us a little bit as of late, all right? Late arriving to the ball or the receiver. I think this ball arrived a little bit fluttery, all right? And the reason being, do you see what we're doing as a cue right here after the release point? Look at us. We're showing a little bit of scar tissue, okay? We're falling away from contact. All right, as we fall away from contact on a 40-yard throw, what's it going to do the last 5 yards of that throw? It's going to do one of those, okay? We can't be doing that. Can't be doing that. And when I say we can't be doing that, I'm not talking about Arch. I'm talking about as a organization. We cannot create so much scar tissue on our quarterback that he is feeling and seeing ghosts. We cannot be doing that. That's malpractice, okay? Great job flipping his hips. This is a great miss. It's a great miss. We miss it in the spot we need to. If we're going to miss here, we can't miss low and inside, right? We have to miss high and away. It's a great miss right here by the quarterback. However, I'm greedy. I want all of these. I want all of these. I think it's a really good job of flipping our hips and getting back square as well. A lot of young quarterbacks will continue to roll left right here instead of doing that right there. Getting our hips back square, getting to a situation where we can shoot that jumper. All right, we don't want to shoot a fader down here on the goal line. We want to shoot that solid, good-based jumper. Good job right there by 16. I want to hit, though. I want to hit right there. Come on. We start making these next year, and the sky's the limit. Because we have plenty of wow throws. We start making wow touch throws like this. Woo, the sky is the limit. The notes continuously say, oh, this is the 3rd down in the goal line, isn't it? Yeah, big, physical, fast athlete. This is a huge box from Arkansas. These line of scrimmage players and these linebackers are massive. So when you see him shucking off defenders like this, just know these are 280, 275-pound humans. That number 97, go ahead, Austin, look him up on the roster. Let me get a good look at number 97 right here. I would venture to say number 97 is 6'5", 285 pounds bare minimum. Okay, bare minimum, and we're about to throw him like a rag doll despite the fact that he's got hands on us. And a great rip late.
6'6", 275.
Okay, For those of you who don't know, that's like my trick, okay? Some people can do magic tricks. Some people can look at dudes and say, he's 6'5", 275 pounds and be within an inch and 10 pounds. That's just something that I got going on. I don't know. I think it's a relatively useful skill considering what I do for a living, but, you know, there are worse things to have in terms of skill sets. Also thought looking behind him here, I don't know if it's because the guy turned him around. I think he's looking for the extra defender. Maybe in the NFL that ball gets swatted, but we're not playing on Sunday just yet. What did I say don't do this for? Oh yeah. It's a great ball right here. This is a 55-yard absolute dot. We let this ball go. Excuse me, I did my math wrong. We let that go from the 30. This ball lands on the backside 15. That is a 55-yard throw, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Great catch right here by Livingston, but to be honest with you, buddy, I don't think you had a choice. I think this ball was catching you. You tell me, Austin, is this a great catch, or did this ball flat out catch him?
Handoff.
Yeah, that ball, he had no choice. He was going to catch that one. Great job putting your eyes on it, though. All right, now, this is what I said don't do. I don't want to see scar tissue from you, buddy. I want to see you be tough as nails constantly. I think they're trying to run mesh right here. Yeah, we got mesh. No, we got a drag right here from the tight. But either way, the drag is going to show up, all right, a little bit late. He's right there. He's open. It's a nice pitch and catch right here on 2nd and 5 in the red zone. But we airmailed this sucker. And why do we airmail this sucker? What are we doing? What are we doing back here, Austin? We're avoiding contact again. All right, now look, buddy. You're as tough as nails. You're the toughest dude not named Gunnar Stockton or Riley Leonard that we have studied on this network in 7 years. You're plenty tough. I don't think this is on you. I think this is 12 games of scar tissue, 11 games of scar tissue. That's what that is as a quarterback. But it's showing up in our performance, right? We're spraying footballs down here, and we're lucky this ball's not intercepted when you look at it from the tight. Woo! Woo! Now, this is just bad defense. Now, great job by Arch. I think he buys time here. Matter of fact, I know he does based off the notes. All right. We scramble around a good bit right here. We get flat down the line of scrimmage. But, son, do we not do plaster drills at Arkansas? Do we not tell guys, and I don't mean to be hypercritical, but this was all over the film for 4 quarters. Do we not tell guys to have an internal clock about themselves? Hey, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, you better find whoever's nearest to you and plaster him. Get on him now because they're trying to get rid of the football, and if we're just standing around in a hook curl area not doing jack dick, we're going to give up a touchdown. Look at him. He turns around at one point. Find the man, plaster right now. You're standing in the void for no reason. Great job, Arch. Great job having your eyes downfield, finding the weapons, okay? By the way, this was, I think, the last meaningful snap he took. They scored 52 points in 57 offensive snaps Saturday. That's pretty good offense. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit that thumbs up button on your way out. Love you. Bye.